Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Lennie Robbins YouTube channel. Know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding by stop, look, and listening to what politicians say and try to understand clearly what is happening. Because without that kind of understanding, we will not be able to watch or effectively watch what they do or understand what they are doing and why they are doing what they do. I want to use this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, all over. Blacks are minority in this country of America today, in the America we are living in today. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart because I got a letter from the IRS that has awakened me to an awareness that a lot of people was talking about and demonstrating against Elon Musk having all of this authority to have everybody's information at his fingertip. And there's a reason why people need to rise up against that. There's a reason why people have to rise up against that. Because I got a letter here from my IRS. I got a letter here from my IRS to prove some of the things people are saying. Because for the life of me, I can't understand why would I get this letter from my IRS as a black man. And the letter is telling me, the very front page of the letter, page 1, did you forget to include something on your return? Did you forget to include something on your return? That's what is in black and white here. It is telling me that in the year 2023, I had a debt cancellation of $16,282, which when the assessment was made by our IRS, because that amount was reported to them by a third party, and I'll be getting to that. But when they make their assessment from that $16,282, that I did not report on my tax return, now makes me owe the IRS $3,848 in taxes for that 1 year alone. I was shocked, floored, flabbergasted, discombobulated. Don't know how to think about this or how to understand this. I got a number for credit acceptance. Credit acceptance, cancellation of debt I received. This is what IRS is telling me, that I received a debt, cancellation of debt from credit acceptance. Their address is 25505 West Mile Road, Southfield. It's either Missouri or Milwaukee. I think it's Milwaukee though. 48034 zip code. Now, when I called them, I was prompted to put in my account number. The account number they gave me, because for you to have that information on me to issue me a cancellation of debt, then you gotta have an account number, have some file, have something, some data on me. So the IRS letter gave me an account number. When I was prompted to put in the account number, the response was, we have no listing of you. I hung up, called again. I was prompted to put in initially it was your account number or your social. So I tried the account number and the document here first. They have no listing of me. I called again, prompted to put in account number or social security number. I put in my social security number. They still have no listing of me. They don't know me. So by any stretch of the imagination, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me where IRS could get this information from, because they said credit acceptance wrote it and advised them as a third party that they had me for a cancellation of debt of $16,282 in the year 2023. I don't know credit acceptance. I've never heard about them. I don't know what reason they would have to cancel a debt for me without informing me. I have no idea who they are. But yet IRS is telling me that I must provide them documentary evidence to show that I am not the recipient of that cancellation of debt. Now, where on goddamn hurt am I going? But we are all sensible people. Elon Musk may be the world richest man or whoever heads up the IRS. They may be the world richest man or whoever have all this information to do whatever they want to do with it. You may have all the money, far more money than I could ever dream of holding. But don't think you're damn self smarter than anybody. We all can think ourselves through situation and we all can see what is coming. I know they might come at me for this, but I'm not afraid. They might come at me for this, and I'm not afraid. And I'm expecting they will come. Because this is the shit they want to do when they can't deport you. When they don't have a legitimate reason to push you out of the country, they create reason to pin on you. Because this is now telling me that if I don't pay this $3,848 that I owe IRS, I'm robbing our IRS of what they should get. Which I do believe can be a federal crime over time. But yet there was one gentleman, his tax was in audit for over 15 years. There was one man whose taxes was under audit for over 15 years. Even now, you don't have a full disclosure of that. But here I am being pinned for something that I have no knowledge about. So I want to say this to all blacks out there. Minority groups, remember, all minority group people. And it includes gay, lesbian, all you people that are trying to get out of the country. All of us that are trying to get out of here. Include all of us. If you get these letters, please, any one of you have letters like this from the IRS, check it out. Don't sleep on it. Do not sleep on it. I've written them a letter. I've written back a letter. Because here's what they do now. They tell for you to respond, you have to go to a QR code. Or you go to irs.gov/connect. And the response form will be there for you to respond and send it back to them. And you have to do this by the 12th of March. But I'll tell them I'm not tech savvy. Alright, Elon Musk, you're the greatest. If you are the person who's doing this, I'm not saying you are. I'm only saying if it's coming out of your stewardship, because you have I understand that now you have everybody in this country information, every American, whether you're here or overseas or wherever they are. You have everybody's information at your fingertip. So you have the right to choose who you want to select and choose. You can also point out anybody and say, oh, kill that man, get rid of that man, lie on that man, do anything you want to do. You understand? So I'm appealing to all of my people. We are blacks, we are minority people, we are everything that is bad for this nation. Guys, if you get a letter like this, please work on it, act on it, seek advice about it. I have no money to seek no lawyer to deal with this. I don't have that quality money and that type of money. But I'm working on it. I've already called credit acceptance. They can't identify me. I've written a letter, sent off to them, also as a follow-up to my call. And I've express mail a letter back to IRS at the address they gave me. And the address is genuine. It's genuine. Department of the Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, P.O. Box 9012, Oldsville, New York 11742. That's a legit address. Let me say this. I have a present standing payment agreement with the IRS because from 2018 I've been owing little sums per year. I struggle to pay some, so it falls back to up to last year. It comes up to $12,000. When I did my taxes 24 for 23, it was $12,000 eventually owed them. But it wasn't until last year I realized what was wrong. It wasn't until last year I realized what was wrong. Why I keep owing these small 2,000, 3,000, little thousand as I go along the way. 1,000 something. It wasn't until last year. I changed my tax preparer. The person who prepared my taxes, I changed him to someone else. And it was then that I realized what was going wrong. Because I've never underreported my taxes in all my 20 years of filing taxes. I've never. This is the first it has come up, only understand since this government took over. And I know I'm not the only one who's getting this kind of letter. I can assume. I'm assuming that I'm not the only one getting these kinds of letters. Before they come for me, before they charge me for something that I have not done, before they tell a lie on me and get away with it, and no one knows about it, I'm saying this loud and clear. For all to hear and all to see. So if tomorrow morning you hear that I died, Leonard Robinson was shot and killed somewhere in New York, or is missing or something, genuine case maybe is this. Maybe this is the reason why. They may need to hush me up. I don't know. The way the world is going now, we can't take anything for granted anymore. We cannot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's important. Really, really important. My YouTube channel, watch what they do. Know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding. It's not even about American politics. It's about the politics back home in Jamaica. It has nothing to do with American politics. I speak on Jamaican politics. And even though I have this YouTube channel going, it's not monetized. Not monetized in any way, any shape or form. I've never made $1 from this. And I'm not hoping to make $1 from this. If it happens, it happens. If money comes, money comes. If it doesn't come, I'm still going to have to live my life. Find a way to live. But this letter from IRS has forced me. And here's the thing about this letter, ladies and gentlemen. This is typically not the IRS way of speaking. The letter is worded in such a way it is typically not, when I read all of this thing, it's typically not how IRS addresses issue. Because the very first thing, I now have a payment agreement with IRS where I'm paying them $300 per month as per that $12,000 that I owed them up to last year. And the agreement letter they sent us when I made that application, and they accept their payment agreement and we put it in place, and bam, I had to pay it out of pocket up front before it was authorized by them and okayed by IRS. Then they started to take it from my bank account. That's the process. And in that letter they sent to me, should I ever incur any other debt to IRS, it will be added to what I have. And I will be allowed to continue paying my $300 per month until I wiped out that debt. Well, I'm just using the term wiped out. Until I pay off the debt. But this letter doesn't say that. This letter doesn't say that. And I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I find this letter to be very, 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 very sketchy. It doesn't pass the smell test for me. It doesn't pass the smell test. Because I have no knowledge of what debt they cancel for me. Credit acceptance. What debt they cancel for me. No, probably IRS is going to find a reason. You understand? Well, they say I must find a third party contact them and find them. But when I call them by phone, they can't even find me in their database. They can't find me. That prompted me to write to them. And I have a copy of everything that I do. I keep copies of all my documents. Sent IRS a letter, I have a copy of it. I sent credit acceptance, I have a letter of it. And I have the letter that IRS sent me. I've made copies of the letter IRS sent me and I've sent it to certain points. Everything that I do is distributed in 4 places. So if they want to knock me over and take away the copy that I have, it is still out there in 4 other places where they won't know. They don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity once again to say, listen, any one of you out there in America who picks up on this, please share this, comment on it, pass it on. Pass it on. There may be people like me today who is trembling, who's worried about these kind of letters. No, they don't know, but yet they are giving something. Because a third party says. People who even attempt to try to contact the third party to query this cancellation of debt can't get to them, the third party, because they have no record of you. But yet the IRS is telling you to call them and find out, get document from them, say it's not you. Get proof from them, say it's not you. I want God out you can do this, if you can't even get through to the people then. And then, you got to get back to IRS by March 12th. By the 12th of March, I must get back to the IRS. By the 12th of March. So you can't get you to credit acceptance by telephone or whatsoever. No, you have to write them. For them to go do their research, get back to you. Then you get back to IRS before or by the 12th of March. This is too fishy. This doesn't pass the smell test for me. And like I said, you guys at the IRS may want to come at me because this is what you do now to people who you think is not white enough to be here. And it is what it is. We have to call it what it is. And listen, I've had my fill of this damn foolishness and this damn stupidness. I've had it. I went to the post office in my ear. And I was listening to something on my phone, Roland Martin Unfiltered. And he was saying something about Trump. I don't remember exactly what it was. A couple of weeks now I was doing that. A little white man walked inside, old guy with a veteran scarf on his head. Smiled at me. When he heard carefully what was coming out of my phone. I was on YouTube on my phone. You could see the wrinkles in his face, and his face started to get tight and red. But as much as he was not in agreement with what I was listening to, he didn't say one thing to me. So here comes another guy, another white man. Minutes after, 5 minutes. We're all there wait on the service center, the post office to open, because they don't open until X time. Because if they were open, that have gotten served and gone long before they came. So this second white guy comes in, a lot younger, big, 6'2", 6'3", big, strapping guy comes in. And I'm listening to what I'm listening, because I'm first in line to get served. I just need to buy a money out and get out. And I heard clearly when he said, does he realize he's in such and such? I won't call the name of the city. Who does he think he is? Does he realize where he is? Does he know that he's in such and such a city? So I turned and I said to him, what did you just say? But I couldn't take him on. And the reason why I didn't take him on or go any further than that is because he did not respond. He did not respond to what I said. I said, what you just said? And he didn't respond. So I dropped it. But I walked up to the counter and ordered my check, my money order check. I bought the money order check for about $900. I bought the money order for about $900. And I could feel the man stare in my neck, in my back. I could feel his stare, piercing me. When I turned and looked at him, he was so pissed and mad. The look on his face. But I think he sensed that I was a man. I'm not going to back down. You may be 6 pounds. 6'2", 6'3", 280, 440, anywhere from 250 to 280 pounds. Solid as a rock. I'm not backing down, buddy. I'm not backing down. Because I'm not afraid to challenge you. Because I have no concern who you are or who you want to vote for, who you believe in or what you believe in. Oh, on God earth, what I believe in is gonna... What I believe in should make you hate me or want to kill me. For what? I'm not backing down, brother. If you have a right to believe in what you believe in, I have a right to stand up for what I believe in too. And you may kill me today, but you can't kill me tomorrow. But I am sure that tomorrow your time will come. You kill me today, tomorrow your time is coming. And that's my belief in life. I just want to use this opportunity to say to all America, especially blacks and minorities, and listen, they're coming for us. Don't take it for a joke. They're coming and they're going to try everything in the book to get at us. They're coming for us. Again, I might now have to start to delve into this whole politics in America, which I didn't want to do in the first place. Because when I first came to this country, I realized one thing about this country. Two things I realized initially. The first thing I realized is that America is a house like a house of wax. Very few real people in this country. Very few real people in this country. And no wonder so many Grammys and Emmys and all kind of awards is given out. Because what? Everybody are actors and actresses in this country. So it's all a pretense. And I learned when I was doing my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I learned something. We did a story, I don't remember what class we were having, but it was predicted by X years blacks and Spanish and minority groups will outnumber whites in this country. Yeah. And I asked my professor one question. I don't want to call his name. But I asked him a question. Do you really believe that white America is going to give up power to minority groups in this country? He said he doesn't know. I told him, I said, Professor, my opinion is that before that happens, heaven and earth pass away. Heaven and earth pass away. White's not gonna give that up. And no matter how we outnumber them, it's not gonna happen, because you know what? They're gonna rig all the power institution in their favor. Keep it locked. We may come up and have a whole lot of money, but if we don't have no say in the courts, if we don't have no say over here, we don't have no say there at the school, at the community level, we don't have say in the schools and all of these things, they are going to do that. Because they can't flag us anymore. Because they know this ain't no time for flagging. No black man is going to stand up to your flagging anymore. You're going to go fight a fight on your hand. Hell of a fight that's never going to last. you won't live to outlast it like the last generation that did us wrong in slavery, my foreparents. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time for us to really, as black people, as long as you're here having a breath to blow on your feet, really get up, take this damn shit serious that is happening around us. Take it serious. Don't wait until it hits your doorstep before you start crying out. Do not wait. Project 25 is in high gear. Project 25 and is in high gear. Remember what the president said. Soon and very soon, I won't need anyone's vote. Just go to bed, dream on it, think about it, and see if you can realize where we're all headed. And if this get down that road and get away from us, as we say back home, I'm from dog name your supper. Lennie Robbins YouTube channel. Know your politics. Let's come together. Let us to make a better understanding for each other. We must stop, look, listen, so we can watch what they do. We can know what they're doing, what they won't do, what they will do, and most of all, what they won't do for us. Lennie Robbins YouTube channel. Over and out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Even to my